Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here, episode 162 of the American Reveille Podcast, and a great episode indeed, because this is the one where I tell you about how the turtle actually came through. That's right, Turtleneck McGillicuddy. Old Mitch McConnell pulled the Republicans together, and what do you know? We somehow stopped the For the People Act. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The act that, if it would have passed, would have made sure that nobody on the right ever held any position of power ever again. An act that would have institutionalized cheating forever in the United States of America. It is DOA. Dead on arrival, ladies and gentlemen. Dead on arrival. Thank God. Let's talk about that next. Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here, episode 162 of the American Reveille Podcast. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? What is going on? I'm doing my thing. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a little hungry. I had a CT scan the other day. We'll figure out what the hell's going on. I've been nauseous for a while. My doctor thinks I have that hiatal hernia, that rolling hiatal hernia. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. We'll figure it out in a couple days. Other than that, I'm just rolling, man, like a steamroller, doing my thing, trying to blast through that wall of censorship. And if you want to help me blast through that wall of censorship, I'd really appreciate it. You know, you can do something really easy. It's as simple as liking this video, sharing this video. It's as simple as making sure you're subscribed, making sure you hit the notification bell, and making sure, if you're not seeing us in the feed, if you've done that because of the censorship rolls down. And even if you're subscribed, some folks complain they can't see our episodes or hear our episodes. Do me a favor, go into the description section, subscribe to the newsletter. You'll get a convenient recap, weekly, bi-weekly. You'll get some good stuff from us. And that's also where we announce any contests. And eventually, in the very near future, within the next month or two, we will get that sticker competition up and running. Like I said, we've just been getting a lot of roadblocks that I've had to plow through, ladies and gentlemen. Do me a favor, all right? Like I said, share, like, subscribe, notification bell, leave a comment. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, give me that 5-star rating, write a review. Guys, I can't get through the censorship wall without you, so I need you to share the American Reveille. I need you to talk about the American Reveille. I need you to help me build this community, all right? I'm not the best at that. I need help. I need your help, guys. I'm counting on you, so please look at Mitch McConnell. Look at this picture. He looks like, what was that? Was it the first X-Men movie where they gave that dude that vaccine or whatever and he started melting? That's what Mitch McConnell looks like. He literally looks like Alex Mack melting into a puddle. That's what he looks like. He's a turtle. I think maybe his skin is so thin on his neck that it blows up like a balloon, almost like a bullfrog. And that's how you know. That's how you know Mitch McConnell is looking for a mate. He gets up on his balcony and he's like, okay. I can't do any. I don't know. I tried. I thought in my head when I just came up with that joke that I'd be able to do some sort of like there. That's the noise I was trying to go for. He gets up on his balcony and he I think it fills up with air. I think it's some sort of self-defense or mating call thing. I don't know. Probably not a mating call. That probably hasn't worked for years. It really, dear God, that's probably why his hands were purple that one day. Listen, guys. All right, do me a favor. And Mitch McConnell should do this too, all right? Look at him. He looks like hammered dog shit. All my veteran brothers and sisters know what I'm talking about there. Mitch McConnell looks like hammered dog shit. Maybe he's a little too stressed. Maybe he needs something with some anti-aging benefits, something to help his joint pain, something to help the stress. Well, ladies and gentlemen, have I got something amazing to tell you about? And Mitch, you should listen up, folks. I don't know how that affects your security clearance, but listen. listen, CBD oil. All right. It's all the craze. It's been all the craze because it works. And my sponsor, Ancient Life Oil, it is amazing. It is an amazing CBD oil. I've got a bottle of it right here. I take it twice a day, ladies and gentlemen. Ancient Life Oil. It's 100% THC free. It's 100% side effect free, hallucinogen free. You know, a lot of people freak out thinking, oh, CBD has something to do with marijuana or whatever, and it's going to make me freak out. It does nothing like that. All right. You get all the benefits that we mentioned with absolutely zero mind altering side effects. This stuff is great. All right. I take it and a lot of my back pain goes away. And when I'm all stressed out and tensed up, it makes me relax, guys. Ancient Life Oil. All right. Mitch McConnell, I recommend you try it. Ancient Life Oil, ANCIENT lifeoil.com. All right, guys, made in the USA, put together, pressed here in the USA. And if you use promo code James, my first name, JAMES, you're going to get free shipping and handling. And I really think you should trust me on this one and try a bottle out. It's not expensive and it really works. Ancient Life Oil, ancientlifeoil.com, promo code James, free shipping and handling. The Senate blocks the Democrats' election power grab bill, folks. This is on Breitbart. Sean Moran wrote this June 22nd. Guys, this is a reason to be happy. This is a reason to celebrate. This bill was going to literally lead us into the gulag in a couple years. And now it's literally been put off for how long? I don't know, but long enough to at least get through the 2022 freaking, I mean, we got to take back the House. We got to take back the Senate. All right. There's a sign of things to come. And this country, the people of this country, you and I, our neighbors, our brothers and sisters, we are sick and tired of being steamrolled and bamboozled, run over, lied to, BS'd and screwed over, crossed and creviced and crapped on by the left. They insult our intelligence. They look at us and they lie to our face. They smile with a dagger behind their back, and enough is enough. And it's time for a change, ladies and gentlemen. Let's read. Senate Republicans blocked a signature Democrat election bill that would radically transform America's electoral system and grant the federal government more control over the country's elections. The Senate voted 50-50, failing to meet the 60 vote threshold needed to advance the debate on S1, the For the People Act. This prevents the Senate from voting on the legislation. The legislation would federalize America's electoral system. Federalize America's electoral system, which has drawn strong opposition from Republicans. All right. Are you ready to remember, ladies and gentlemen? This is what the For the People Act did. It federalized control over congressional elections. Therefore, the states' rights dissolve, and the big government becomes king and conqueror of the election system. All right. States' rights go bye-bye. It declares that the standard state and local maintenance of election systems, such as purging ineligible voters from voter rolls, limiting vote by mail, requiring voter ID, and establishing rules against felons voting, would erode the right to vote. That means, that you no longer would be allowed at the state level to investigate or maintain the election machines. All right. No more. The government does that. It then says such purging ineligible voters from voter rolls. All right. So voter roll purging, meaning if people die, people move, people leave the state, you can no longer change the voter rolls. All right. You can no longer do that. Having extra people on the voter rolls leaves it open to fraud. It makes it so people can pretend to be those people and put a vote in. All right. If they're on the voter roll, who cares? The vote counts, even if they're dead in outer space on Elon Musk's rocket or wherever the hell they might be in, Australia, finding themselves with the giant spiders and wallabies and stuff. Who knows? It's crazy. Listen, requiring voter ID. All right. That's no longer going to be allowed in any state. Doesn't matter what state you're in. Doesn't matter if they allow it now. Limiting vote by mail. You can't do that anymore. The government will mandate vote by mail. All right. Rules against felons voting. All right. States cannot say anything anymore about felons voting. All right. And it would, it's ridiculous. It would require all challenges to the law to be filed in the federal courts in Washington, D.C. All right. These are dominated by judges appointed by Democrat presidents. All right. So no longer could you go to the local court. If you're an Alabamian, you'd have to go to Washington, D.C. How well would that do? That wouldn't do very well at all now, would it? No. You get the point I'm trying to make. I know it's harsh, but you get the point I'm trying to make. Establish online and automatic voter registration. No matter what, baby, big government, big brother, you are in the system. Protect illegal immigrants from prosecution if they vote. All right. So if somebody jumps the border and comes and votes for Biden's second term, when they have, when they've put all the formaldehyde in them and done the weekend at Bernie's voodoo spell on them, they cannot incarcerate that illegal immigrant. They can't even go after him. He is free to run amok, ladies and gentlemen, run amok. Establish same-day voter registration. All right. So no checks. It's got to be done in 24 hours. Minors get to vote, ladies and gentlemen. Children with undeveloped brains in the 21st century staring at social media all day, they get to vote. Mandate early voting. All right, well, everybody's got to vote early now, ladies and gentlemen. Got to give more time for the cheating. Establish nationwide vote by mail without a voter ID. Oh, then, we're not able to verify anything, but verification is racist. Woke world. Allow ballots to be counted 10 days after the election. What's the point of an election if it's counted 10 days after? That just destroys the integrity of our elections. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said ahead of the vote that reactionary state legislatures' election integrity bills amount to voter suppression. So Chuck Schumer there, he's saying ahead of the vote, he said reactionary state legislatures, election integrity bills amount to voter suppression. What that means is he doesn't like states having rights. He doesn't think that states should be able to say anything about who does what with voting. He thinks that the federal government should control that, ladies and gentlemen. No state rights. Big government is a Democrat government. This is Schumer on the voting bill. Are we having a backslide here in the 21st century? Are we going to let reactionary state legislatures drag us back into the muck of voter suppression? Are we going to let the most dishonest president in history continue to poison our democracy? Oh, lookity-loo. Still blaming everything on Trump. Oh, it's going to come back to haunt you, Schumerty shoo. Oh, what are we going to do? You're going to shut up and sit on your butt and do nothing because you're whatever. Listen, guys, all right? He's dogging states' rights, all right? That's all you need to know. Dogging states' rights. Communism! Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said on the Senate floor ahead of the vote that the legislation would serve as a Democrat power grab. Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin said in a statement ahead of the vote, the For the People Act is another Orwellian named bill that has nothing to do with voting rights, but everything to do with consolidating Democrat power and control over government and our lives. Republicans want to restore confidence in our elections by making it easy to vote, but hard to cheat. Right? Simple concept, don't you think? It seems like Democrats primarily want to make it easier to cheat, just like I said. Why else would they propose eliminating voter ID laws, requiring ballot harvesting and drop boxes, making the FEC a partisan agency, and making it harder to maintain accurate voter files? They would also force taxpayers to help fund the campaigns of candidates they oppose. An accurate name for this monstrosity would be the For the Democrat Politicians Act. That's true. It changes our taxes to make it so we have to pay for their elections. And, when they talk about voter IDs and people in minority and poor communities having trouble getting IDs, I'm going to tell you, as somebody from a poor community once upon a time and still in a community, those IDs, if you're below a certain income, they're free, ladies and gentlemen. It's not hard when it's free, but they don't want you to know that, folks. They don't want you to know the truth. Are you enjoying this so far? Are you having fun? Are you at least having a laugh? Are you at least enthralled by the interesting pattern and tone at which I move my mouth and spread the word that is coming through these lips? Blah, 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 blah. Listen. If you are, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share. Talk about the American Reveille. Tell them they got this host that rambles on, and sometimes he makes some real amazing points, and then sometimes I'm staring at the screen going, what the hell am I listening to? It's all part of the magic. It's all part of the magic. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic in a young Republican's heart? Do you? I believe in magic, and I believe that you should magically hit the like and subscribe button. All right, listen, I'm done whacking the dog's tail here and talking a bunch of crap. Ahead of the vote, Senator Marsha Blackburn said the bill would perpetuate a Democrat majority and would serve as an incumbent dream. Although the vote was expected to fall short of the 60 votes necessary to clear the closure rules, Schumer held the vote anyway. Blackburn told Breitbart News that he held the vote to placate Democrats' leftist base. Blackburn said, this is about positioning for him. In my opinion, he's concerned. He's concerned that he's going to have a primary challenge from AOC. Oh, that's scary. He's watching very closely what's happening on his left flank. They're trying to keep the left, keep that the left is really in charge of the Democratic Party right now. Senator Joni Ernst said in a statement after the vote, as a former local elections commissioner in Montgomery County, it's clear as day to me that this radical partisan bill isn't about democracy. It's about changing the rules and tipping the scales to favor Washington Democrats. This partisan attempt to take over America's elections would force Iowa taxpayers to pay for politicians' campaigns and eliminate popular voter ID requirements at the polls and put Washington, D.C. bureaucrats in charge of America's local and state-run election systems. She added, we should call this what it is, a power grab, and we should fully reject it. Guys, I know they're talking about this a lot now. All right. But if you go back in our catalog of American Reveille podcasts, like 20, 30, 40 episodes ago, I literally went through and read like dozens and dozens and dozens of pages of the For the People Act. All right. We did a whole deep dive, a big 3-hour deep dive on the For the People Act. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We were talking about this first here almost, months and months and months and months ago when they were banning us and and telling us we were crazy for saying it. We were talking about this, and now it's here. Now it's been taken off the table, but you should know more about it because it could come to rear its ugly head in different ways. It could, but for now, it's been stopped. The Democrat power grab, at least on the For the People Act, is over. I'm scared of the bill HR 5, the one that allows transgender kids to go shower in my daughter's locker room. That disturbs me as well. I'm glad the voting thing is taken care of for now. So now we need to crush the left in 2022. We need to absolutely decimate them in the polls. I know people are demotivated because they feel like, oh, well, they're cheating. Listen, then we need to overwhelm the system. There needs to be so many votes that their cheating mechanism breaks, ladies and gentlemen. We have to regain power. We have to regain control, and we have to get this ship back balanced before we crash into a woke leftist iceberg, ladies and gentlemen, and the Titanic that is the United States of America, to be exact, sinks to the bottom of the ocean. And then later on, there's a movie made where an old lady throws a diamond into the ocean. That'll be America, the United States of America, the dream that was America, our American dream, our future, our children's future, represented by the hope diamond that old lady should have never thrown off the boat, that she should have at least taken to an appraiser, gotten tons of money from, and left to maybe her grandkids or something, because she's a greedy ass bitch. But wait, did I say that out loud? Don't listen to what I have to say. All I'm saying is, if you don't want this country to sink to the bottom of the ocean, all right, for absolutely no reason whatsoever, what a waste, right? If you don't, you need to stand up, get involved in local politics, start looking at this stuff, sharing this stuff, talking about this stuff, know what you're talking about, and defend this country from the radical ideas of the left. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. This is episode 162 of the American Reveille Podcast. If you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed how I took ridiculous, crazy analogies and points and somehow weaved them together to make sense at the end, trust me, there's a method to my madness. Please do me a favor, go down into the description section, and if you've already liked and shared and done all that, if you can, hit the donation tab. I would really, really appreciate it if you could give a couple bucks to us. We only use it to benefit the American Reveille, to get new equipment, to upgrade our systems, to fix our websites, to hire help. That's what we use it for. It never goes in my pocket. I don't spend it on groceries or anything like that. It gets put into this movement, and we need your help to make it grow. Like Rita Repulsa from the Power Rangers, ladies and gentlemen. Make this monster grow! I need your help to do that, folks. All right. If you can't donate, and if you're in need of some CBD oil, check out the sponsor. Like I said before, ancientlifeoil.com. Use promo code James. That's free shipping and handling. We're on all the alternate social media platforms and all the regular social media platforms. American_Reveille. That's REVEILLE. And of course, you can always reach out to me directly for anything. James Lane at AmericanReveille.com. Thank you, guys. I'll see you on episode 163. Bye. Let me get your attention for a second. I want to tell you about something. I want to share something with you that's very near and dear to me. All right, guys? I have joint pain. I'm sure it's no secret by now, all right? I have joint pain, I have hip pain, I have elbow pain, I have inflammation, all right? I get stressed out. I'm going through so much political news doing this podcast, so much. You can imagine how stressful that is, all right? How much anxiety that can cause, how many sleepless nights I have. But folks, I've been taking CBD oil for a while now, all right? For a while now, and it's fantastic. And a while ago, just a little while ago, I came across Ancient Life Oil, all right? And I got it from ancientlifeoil.com. And this stuff is fantastic, all right? It's the best source, the best and most trusted source for CBD oil in the United States. It's 100% pure. It's 100% THC free, no psychoactive effects, no high, nothing like that, just pure CBD, pure relief from all of those issues, relief from sleeplessness, relief from anxiety, relief from stress, from inflammation, right? Relief from joint pain, relief from all of these things that could really hinder your daily life, your daily activities, and really put you in a bad place. This stuff lifts your mood up. It's fantastic. All right, it's legal in all 50 states. People are really experiencing wonderful change in their life, basically doing something that people have been doing for thousands of years, guys. If you head to ancientlifeoil.com, ancientlifeoil.com, the same place I went, all right, the same place I went to get the stuff, you can go on there, use promo code James, JAMES, at ancientlifeoil.com, ANCIENT, Life Oil, ANCIENT, lifeoil.com, promo code James, JAMES, promo code James, free shipping and delivery, folks, free shipping and delivery. Guys, this is a great product. You are missing out if you need to do CBD and you're just not doing it for some reason, guys. I don't know what's stopping you anymore. It's 2021. Folks, if you want relief from these issues, you want to do it in a natural way without taking medications, you want to do it in a way that's helpful. I have found CBD oil to be very beneficial, and I believe it will be very beneficial for you as well. So one more time, ancientlifeoil.com, ANCIENT, lifeoil.com, promo code James, free shipping and delivery, folks. Give it a shot. I really, really know it'll make you a believer just like I am.